I'm Father Robert Ballecer, the digital Jesuit, host of This Week in Enterprise Tech on the TWIT TV network. I'm here in Orlando, Florida from Enterprise Connect 2016, and I'm sitting across from Mike Taylor, who is the Chief Technology Officer of SPS. Mike, thank you very much for taking the time to speak with us.
Thank you for having me here.
What is SPS?
Well, SPS, Strategic Products and Services, is a unified communication systems integrator. So we focus on looking at what our customers' needs and requirements are from a communications perspective and trying to deliver best-in-class capability across a broad spectrum of technology partners and all of the services and managed services that go along with that, so we can really provide end-to-end capability across voice, video, messaging, all of the components of communications.
This is one of the strengths of SPS, because I remember interviewing SPS last year, and that is, since you're not tied to any particular vendor, any particular platform, any particular as-a-service product, you really can dive deep and look at the end-to-end needs of any particular client and say, you need this, this, and this.
Absolutely. We've spent the last 3 or 4 years on an acquisition path to try to make sure that we had very deep, best-in-class capabilities around all the major manufacturers. So today we have a dedicated Avaya practice, we have a dedicated Cisco practice, we have a dedicated Microsoft practice, we have a video practice that really just understands all the ins and outs of video and AV multimedia, and then we have a contact center practice that really spreads across all of those, because contact center isn't unique to any one platform.
SPS may be able to give us some insight that is unique to you, and that is looking at the turmoil of the industry over the last year or so, and that it's been moving so quickly from premise to off-premise to hybrid, and having every particular feature we want being run as a service on our cloud platform of choice. How have you seen that disrupt the industry, and how has that changed how IT shops do their deployment plans?
You know what, that is a great question, because I think the first part of it is cloud can be a very misused term. And what we see often is, if you sit down with a customer and peel back the onion and really try to understand what their needs and requirements are, what it is they're trying to accomplish, the meanings for cloud change from customer to customer to customer, and really it probably focuses around 3 or 4 key things. One is an OpEx model versus a CapEx model. Another is the flexibility and ease of ramping up and ramping down services. Probably a third is, do I want to manage this myself, or do I want to have somebody else manage it for me? And last but not least is just the innovation of it. How quickly can I get new features and capabilities? And what we find is, from small businesses to very large enterprises and unique to specific verticals, that varies very, very much between different customer segments. And what we see is that some of them, if you really ask the questions, maybe they want the OpEx, but they'd still prefer to have the flexibility and the control over and security of the environment. So what they really want is some kind of a private cloud iteration. If you're in a startup organization and they're really CapEx adverse, they want it to be OpEx, they want the flexibility and they don't want to manage it at all, they really probably are better served by a pure public cloud environment. And then you get customers in the middle that have existing investments and things of that nature, but want some of the innovation, that probably are best served by some kind of a hybrid model. So it's really, in my opinion anyway, it's not one easy answer to all of that question, and it's really understanding what their needs are, what they're trying to accomplish, and finding the right fit for what they're trying to do.
Now Mike, again, because you have such a unique position as SPS, dealing with so many different partners, so many different manufacturers, looking forward at, say, Enterprise Connect 2017 or even Enterprise Connect 2020, where would you like SPS to be positioned? What is the strategy to winning the UC war that you see?
Well, obviously, we want to be considered the go-to partner for each of our key manufacturers. So, in the Microsoft world, we've developed a great set of capabilities, and they really look at us for what we do. The same with Avaya, the same with Cisco, and it's really being able to understand what our customers' needs are and have that vision for what we can do in our own cloud services, whether it's private cloud or if we need to go more towards a public cloud model, building the right kinds of services and capabilities around that in our environment and really providing all the professional services and managed services to do it. So we see it less about the products and specific things, but really being the go-to partner for the consultative nature of what we do, the professional services to integrate and make all of this work together, and the managed services to keep it all running and maybe outsource some of that capability away from them to us, but do it across any of those platforms.
We've been speaking with Mike Taylor, the Chief Technology Officer of SPS. Mike, if they wanted to find out more about SPS, about what you could do for them, about what advice you could give them for their future deployments, where should they go?
Well, sure. Certainly our website, www.spscom.com, or you can email me directly if you'd like to do that. It's mtaylor@spscom.com, and I'll be happy to respond to whatever your questions might be.
Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for sharing your vision for SPS with our audience.
Thank you for asking us here.
Thank you. Until next time, I'm Father Robert Ballister, the Digital Jesuit, and stay tapped because we've got more from Enterprise Connect 2016.